Welcome to ACIM Talks, a wondrous place. I hope you think so. And we have good discussions about meaningful things, about spirituality, about its relationships, and about what am I and why am I here?
Here.
And what the hell is this whole thing? And how does it all work? And does it make any meaningful sense to me? And is there a way that I can learn more? And not just for the knowledge factor, but the practical benefit of being able to use truth for my benefit, you see. Other comments, anything you guys want to share before we continue?
I just want to say hi, Catherine.
Hi.
Hey, Catherine, welcome.
Catherine.
Thank
I
you
had
for
to call
being here.
Laverne again to get your number.
Oh, why is
I
that?
didn't get it.
You don't get your weekly agenda for Monday night?
No.
All right. Let me double check. See, I have you down for Tuesdays, but
I get
maybe
that. I
not
get
for,
Tuesdays. I get Tuesdays, but I don't get Monday.
yeah. I will follow up and make sure that I get that problem corrected, okay?
Okay.
Thanks so much for letting me know.
I have to leave early.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Uh,
Yeah, Jim, I also have to leave early, just to let you know.
all right, ladies. We'll understand if you have to disappear and that.
Okay.
And Laverne is here. Smiley face Laverne is here. Thank you for coming up and helping to light up our evening. You doing okay, Laverne?
Great, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Laverne.
Hey, everybody. You're welcome.
Hey.
Hi, Laverne.
Hey,
So I'm thinking tonight we'll do our reading in the Kybalion. And as usual, we'll also do one of the Oracle explorations from the workbook that the Holy Spirit said we should go over again. So I hope you feel we're in for a good evening, and I'm excited to get started. If you'll get your Kybalion out, we're on page 13. And we're in chapter 2 called The Seven Hermetic Principles. So let's do our reading list. Who does not want to read?
Me.
All right. So I know Jeanette doesn't. I
No,
know Catherine doesn't. Who else?
I cannot unless there's a way that I can turn the pages on my Kybalion book. And I don't know if that's possible.
Turn the page. Is it on the computer or a
It's
hard
it's
copy?
it's on the computer, but it's a hard copy of the book and it
Oh, I
talks
understand.
it talks us
Well,
through it, but I
yeah,
can't turn the pages. I have no control.
I have it
okay.
on I have it on the computer on Kindle. I can share if you let me share.
Oh, if that's possible,
Oh,
that would be lovely.
Well, I'm just wondering if we can do that this evening. Is that something we can prepare for next time, or you think
I
she
think
can do all of that?
can you allow me to share? We can check right quick. Can you
I
allow me to share?
I think if you make her a co-host,
Right. I
All
can
right,
share.
hold on.
Kathleen, it's good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. I finally got it fixed.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
Am I?
Kathleen,
All
did you
right,
hear something about some new stars being formed a couple weeks
all right,
ago?
Laverne.
Okay, let me
Nope.
check. Wait.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, hold on. See if I can bring it up.
All right, dear.
Give me 1 second.
Nancy had her hand up before also for
Nance?
Yeah,
not reading.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, Ron.
Then we'll proceed. So I have not reading is Jeanette, Nancy, and Catherine, right? And we're
Right.
working on Sherilyn.
I have it on my screen now.
Do you have it, see it on your screen?
Yes.
So your point is that you can scroll down on this one, right, Laverne?
Yeah, I can scroll down. I'm trying to get the view, get you guys out of the way so I can see the scroll. Okay, I got you at the top now. Okay, let's see. I can scroll. Yep, I can scroll up and down. I can turn the page. Okay.
All right. So we're gonna say, what an experiment here. Let's do it this way. Kathleen is reading, right?
Yeah, if it's on the screen, I can read.
Okay. So, hey, why don't you be number one?
Okay.
Ron is two, Cheryl 3. Hilda's, are you reading?
No, I think not.
Okay.
I can
All
go
right.
down without screen.
So I've got Cheryl 3, Laverne 4, and Joan is 5. Welcome, Joan. Sorry
No.
we were busy when you came in, but I saw you. How are you tonight, dear?
Well, I'm a little shook up. I just fell in the hall on my way to the
Oh,
Oh,
computer,
Ron.
and
Oh, gee.
Oh, so
it
sorry.
took me 6 minutes to get up. So,
oh, that's
Well,
Wow.
it's better
well,
than I could do.
you got
Okay.
up. All right, because I might still be there too.
All right.
Me
You
too,
feel
Laverne.
good enough to join us or see how it goes,
oh
right?
yeah, oh yeah. I'm just gonna forget about it and get into the meeting.
All right. Well, maybe that'll even help. Let's see. At any rate, Joan, I have you as reader 5, and boy, I
No,
hope you're
I'm
feeling.
not gonna read.
Oh, okay. I hope you're feeling better real soon. And I'll tell you what, I'll be reader 5.
Did
So
you forget? Did you forget Nancy?
Nancy's
She didn't
not
want to read.
reading,
Oh, you're not reading. Okay.
you
Mm.
know. So where I'm showing we're at Kathleen, and Laverne's gonna move this to chapter 2. Can you
Okay.
do that, Love? Oh, that's where we are.
Okay.
So, okay, let's go, Kathleen. Should be fun tonight.
Is okay, the 7 Hermetic principles upon the entire Hermetic philosophy is based are as follows. 1, the principle of mentalism. 2, the principle of correspondence. And 3, the
Go
principle
back.
of
Yeah.
vibration. 4, the principle of polarity. 5, the principle of rhythm. 6, the principle of cause and effect. And 7, the principle of gender. These 7 principles will be discussed and explained as we proceed with these lessons. A short explanation of each, however, may as well be given at this point.
Okay. Do you want to move to the next reader or you want to read some more?
I can read some more.
Okay.
The principle of mentalism. The all is mind, the universe is mental. The principle embodies the truth that all is mind. It explains that the all, which is the substantial reality underlying all the outward manifestations and appearances which we know under the terms of material universe, phenomena of life, matter, energy, and in short, all that is apparent to our material senses, is spirit, which in itself is unknowable, undefinable, but
Down, Laverne.
Mm.
Okay, hold on a second.
You're
But,
there.
okay, let me go back to the button and see. Okay, go ahead.
There.
but which may be considered and thought of as an universal, infinite, living mind. It also explains that all the phenomena, world, and universal is simply a mental creation of the all, subject to the laws of created things, and that the universe as a whole, in its part or units, has its existence in the mind of the all, in which mind we live, move, and have our being, the principle by establishing the mental nature of the universe, easily explained by the varied mental, psychic, and phenomena that occupy much of a large portion of the public attention, which without such explanation we are non-understandable and defy scientific treatment. An understanding of this great Hermetic principle of mentalism enables the individual to readily grasp the laws of the mental universe and to apply the same to his well-being and advancement. The Hermetic student is enabled to apply intelligently the great mental laws instead of using them haphazard manner. With the master key in his possession, the student may unlock many of the doors of the mental and psychic temple of knowledge.
All right, now there's a comma there, but should we stop? What's next, Laverne?
Okay, so
Can you? There was a comma there
okay, let me go
before,
back. Okay.
right?
Oh, there's
Mhm.
And enters the same freely and intelligently, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So finish this up, Kathleen, and we'll
Okay.
have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And enter the same freely and intelligently. The principle explains that the true nature of energy, power, and matter, and why and how all these subordinate to the mastery of mind. One of the old Hermetic masters wrote long ages ago, "He who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe is well advanced on the path to mastery." And these words are as true today as at the time they were first written. Without this master key, mastery is impossible, and students knock in vain at many doors of the temple.
All right. Thank you.
There we go.
Where to start?
Yeah.
And the thing is, to me, the way this is written, the sentences are beautiful, but they cover a lot of things in one sentence.
Yes.
Well, let's just go back to the beginning. The all is mind, the universe is mental. How does that strike you guys?
It strikes me the all is God, which is mine, and the universe is mental. So everything is God mind.
Yeah.
Jim, can
Uh,
I ask a question?
yes.
I know I wasn't here in the previous lessons, but I wonder who's the author of this book.
Okay. The author is titled Three Initiates. And this book was published around 1912, the early 1900s.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of a bringing together of all of these idioms and historic things associated with this figure called Hermes. And Hermes, they said, lived around the time like of Abraham in the book of Genesis and the Bible. You with me, Jeanette? Jeanette? Hello?
Yes, I am with you. Thank you.
All right. So that's the really short answer, but about who's the author.
Jim, are you recording this?
I am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Uh, let's go back though. Laverne said all is mind. That was quite palatable with her. What if we ask this or mention this statement to the majority of people on the planet? We'd say, all is mind, the universe is mental, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what would be their response?
What?
They would have to
Yeah,
know what we mean.
what?
Yeah, they would have to know how are we describing the all. What does all mean?
Everything.
Yeah.
Me, you, the stars, the dog, the plants, the trees.
Everything.
They're all mental constructs, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
That
I just want,
emanated from can be done by the powers of the all. There was a comment.
yes,
Anybody?
I just wanted to add, I don't know if this is related, but in definition of God, I don't see God as God. I see God as vibration, energy, and frequency.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that chapter on
Or
vibration.
or
Mhm.
or the substance of the vibrations and frequencies. For example, what's in between every particle in your body? What is that thing
Energy.
in the background that makes them take form? Like, how come a red blood cell, what makes it round? It's the space between it and what's not it. Who's following me? Let's take
Mhm.
another example. When
Mhm.
you look at the sky and see the stars, you see the stars and you see the black nothing in between them, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
If everything is one, how can the black be nothing?
I'll go with Catherine that it's all energy.
Yeah, you see now, I agree, Catherine. This is more the level of the supreme entity that kind of would make sense, you see.
Right.
Not some body sitting up on the throne with a purple robe and a crown and a gold. Okay. Uh,
Right.
this one is more realistic. I mean, I remember I used to hear about God on the throne, and does he ever have to go to the bathroom too, like us?
Yeah. Yeah. And
So go ahead, comment.
I was just going to say it makes a whole lot more sense if you, just for me, if I read it this way, it explains that the all is spirit, which in itself is unknowable and undefinable. So it's everything, but you can't, but it's everything, but it's not something that can become concrete.
It's not
Correct.
substance.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
it's the stuff between the physical forms as well. Here, a fish is in the ocean, right?
Mhm.
Right.
It's all ocean, but it contains fish. It contains octopi. It contains plant life.
Mhm.
But they're all surrounded and absorbed and are part of that one mechanism, the ocean. Are these examples good or you don't get it?
Yeah,
It-
it's a
It
good
fits for me.
example.
I
Yeah,
can relate to it.
I like the
yeah,
examples.
yeah.
So
and
we are part of the all. There is no place that the all isn't.
not
If
right.
you find yourself separate from the all, you must be in la la land.
We're a drop in the ocean.
Who thinks it's the whole ocean?
Right.
How arrogant is that? But does that sound like our egos?
Yeah.
That's
That-
how insane our egos are. It's all about me.
I think that's a different way of saying the all, as you explained it in your examples. They're different forms, but they're all made up of the same matter or the same.
Precisely. Yes. And so, how does this line up with the Course in Miracles view of God?
Lines up perfectly.
Yes, in my mind it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, other comments in that reading and how it started to close out.
Like it's kind of like the Tao. Is that how you pronounce the Tao?
Some say
It's like
Tao and some say Tao. Either way.
right. It's like it's very abstract. It's not like
Yes.
Kathleen said.
Yeah.
Um, it's not concrete.
Yeah.
It's so abstract. It's hard to understand because
Yes.
it may make a statement like, "I'm here, but I'm not here." That
It's
kind of statement.
yeah, it's in Taoism it's called the way.
Right.
And it starts out something about anyone who thinks he knows the way does not know it. It's unknowable. It's the same as what we're saying here, right? But
Right.
that's the way the Tao Te Ching, I remember it's maybe in the first passage of it. So we're seeing alignment behind these major works in spirituality. And what's being offered here is that all of these versions, there was one centuries and centuries ago who understood these things. Now, where I'm trying to get to, unless you have comments, is this part closed out by saying it's worthwhile to learn this kind of master key about how these principles work so that you can manage them for a happier existence. Not just to know what they are, but to be able to manage these things to your benefit. For example, very simple example, if you know everything is mental, how do you produce what you want? It's got to have something to do in the mental realm, doesn't it?
Thoughts.
Make sense? Oh boy, I didn't know Laverne. We lost Laverne altogether. I thought she just stopped screen sharing. Laverne, are you back? Here she is. Hey, Laverne.
I am sorry I got knocked out.
All right. I'm glad you're back, and thank you
Yeah.
for using your book. We may need you again, but we were just closing out this section by saying the point the authors are making here is not only to help us understand these principles, but to tell us that we have the ability to manage these principles to our benefit. And that's important to know, right? It'll be like magic when you can do this stuff. Like you'll be like an alchemist, a charlatan, a wizard. Isn't that what they were called?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the masters of the Far East that could materialize things out of thin air, when you look at I remember an autobiography of a yogi when Paramahansa Yogananda would meet these gurus that could do these extraordinary things. They could bilocate, they could be in two places as one, they could do tricks. I remember when other masters came and they could do stuff like turn wine to water. I'm sorry, turn water to wine.
Fine.
All right.
Or
Or
wine,
they
or
could
wine to
raise the
water.
dead. Or they could, maybe they learned about this master key. Do y'all see what I'm getting at? Maybe this is worthwhile to check out, isn't it? Maybe if it worked, it'd be wow, right?
Right.
Mhm.
All right. Other
You mentioned,
comments? Hey,
yeah,
Nancy, what happened to you? You got knocked out?
Yeah, somehow I just got disconnected. I don't know.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad you're able to get right back in. We're
Mhm.
gonna just pick up then on Nancy. We're starting at uh, principle number 2, the principle of correspondence.
And I just wanted to say one other thing about
Sure.
the Course in Miracles. There is that lesson that says to, or that someplace in the text that have to have, give all to all. So it does mention,
You know,
yeah,
in chapter 6, the lessons of the Holy Spirit.
yeah. So there is a
Excellent.
mention of all
Yeah.
in
So
the
you'll
course.
hear these ideas ringing in
Mhm.
your head again and giving them substance. Because when you hear all of these wise people and stuff saying the same thing, all the way back to Abraham from the Bible, maybe it's something to it.
Thank you.
We're up to Ron. You ready to read? You know where we are, Ron?
Yes, I just have to put on my glasses that my wife kindly brought me when I sent her a
Oh
text.
man, what a woman. What can I
Mm.
say?
I'm not complaining.
Very good.
Okay, number
Blessed.
2, the principles of correspondence. As above, so below, as below, so above. The Kybalion. This principle embodies the truth that there is always a correspondence between the laws and phenomena of the various planes of being and life. The old Hermetic axiom ran in these words: as above, so below, as below, so above. And the grasping of this principle gives one the means of solving many a dark paradox and hidden secret of nature. There are planes beyond our knowing. But when we apply the principles of correspondence to them, we are able to understand much that would otherwise be unknowable to us. This principle is of universal application and manifestation on the various planes of the material, mental, and spiritual universe. It is an universal law. The ancient Hermetists considered this principle as one of the most important mental instruments by which man was able to pry aside the obstacles which hid from view the unknown. Its use even tore aside the veil of Isis to the extent that a glimpse of the face of the goddess might be taught, just as knowledge of the principle of geometry enables man to measure distant suns and their movements while seated in his observatory. So a knowledge of the principles of correspondence enables man to reason intelligently from the known to the unknown. Studying the monad, he understands the archangel. How do you say that?
Archangel.
Archangel, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thanks for doing that. These are continuous sections, so kind of a long read. What stands out as usual? What is the principle of correspondence? Pretty much what it said.
The microcosm and the macrocosm is the same. The macrocosm is the universe, and the microcosm is human, the man.
Well
and they're
said.
the same.
Yeah, thank you, Catherine. Beautiful.
And so just so what does that mean?
Your body operates the same way as the universe.
It means, in essence, there's no separation.
Right.
All right.
Your body operates the same way the universe operates.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I just want you to break it down in layman's terms.
No. I appreciate the question. My response is, hold on one second. My response is to all of you. Did you know that? Okay. Sorry, my granddaughter just left and she sent me a text. She's boarding the airplane now. She's headed back to Phoenix. So we had a good time together. Anyhow, I'm saying in general, did you all know that your body operates the same way as the universe, and the universe operates the same way as your body does? And that's what Catherine was saying, that the micro and the macro operate the same way.
Right.
For me, it makes it. Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, for me, the way it makes sense for me is energy, vibration, and frequency. Energy and vibration and frequency encompasses everything. There's not an A energy and a B energy. There's just energy. And that's how I can comprehend it in my mind, that there is no separation, even though ego likes to create a separation.
Okay. But here's the thing. And you will see as we go along, it's the same energy, but it can be managed one way or another. For example, hot water and cold water are degrees of temperature within the water. Same water, it has different characteristics depending on various factors. What I'm trying to say is it's still water, isn't it?
Right.
Exactly. Just a different form. You can
Okay.
put steam in there too.
All right. So you can take good, but it has a certain malleability where you can make it into bad, you think. It responds to your wishes. Do you see this glass as half empty or half full? It's still a glass with liquid, but is it half empty or half full?
It's in the perception.
Yes, so it has a certain malleability to where you can manage it. But what are you managing it for? Sometimes you don't even know, maybe it's accidental. But the point I'm saying is, do you see how with intelligence you can use these forces? They're malleable. It's a power. What's like a stem cell? It's what's the latent? It's a power in potential.
Yes.
What are you using? You can use it for whatever you want. It's for your benefit. It's the unified field in quantum physics. It's the material that you can use to make stuff, is what I'm trying to say. But then the question becomes, there's so much freedom about it, is what are you going to make? Who's with me or who have I lost?
Yeah.
With you.
We're with you.
Mhm.
Do you see, it's up to you. You can make stuff that bites you in the butt if you don't know what you're doing, right?
Mhm.
This is powerful stuff. And what we're trying to say is it is coming from an origin of mentalism and an understanding by now of correspondence. So if you know that the planets work the same way the body does, and you're an astronomer, understanding the body helps you understand astronomy,
Right.
the
That's
law
like I
of
want.
correspondence. Catherine?
Right.
I just wanted to add, you're a musician, and I heard today from one of my theosophical brothers that the distance from the planets is the same distance as the notes of the major scale, and it's called the harmony of the spheres.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Now, there's all sorts of information like Catherine's finding out, and you, as you walk your spiritual path and you hear about things,
Yes.
people
So
that
I,
understand this stuff.
mhm. Yeah.
Go ahead, Laverne. I
No,
don't
I
want
was
to
going to
interrupt.
say I had to understand the meaning of correspondence in terms of the relationships of the different realities. Because when I looked at the word correspondence, I'm thinking about how we write letters or emails or how,
Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
I had to look that up and understand what the spiritual meaning of correspondence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's that as above, so below,
Below.
as
Yeah.
below, so above.
Mhm.
So I find that helpful. Again, these are just relatively short descriptions of these principles. Any other comments or questions about those?
I have something else to say.
Please.
It's so important to know math, and I wasn't taught a lot about math when I was in school, but geometry is so important. And I was thinking, and help me with this, whoever knows about math. And when you put two circles together where they connect, it's called the vesica Pisces. Is that how you pronounce this? That's
I don't know
B.
that. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, and from there you can get you can get a square, a triangle.
Really?
It's the almond shape. Let me show you. It's like it's this right here.
I can't see.
This is called the vesica. It's the
It's
almond
an
shape when
almond
you
shape.
connect,
Okay.
right, when you
Yeah.
connect two circles together. Can you
Yeah.
see it?
Mm.
I can't see it all that well, but yes. All
Okay.
right.
And
So what's your point though about that as it
from there
relates
you
to
can
correspondence?
draw a square, you can draw a triangle, a tetragon.
I see
Uh,
what you mean.
you know, I just find that so interesting.
Yeah,
Then it certainly explains why the yogis can bilocate,
right.
because it's
Right,
in that vista,
All
whatever
right.
circular
All
thing
right.
is
right,
where
All right.
that occurs.
right.
So this sounds like fantasy. And yet, if you think about it, yes, you've heard of people like this, like from yogis to Jesus to Gandhi, that have used these principles to, to do incredible things. So, hey, that's all I have to say about that. And as a matter of fact, my friends, I hope this pace is all right, but I would like to do our Oracle exploration, and it's on lesson 18. Was there your hand up, Kathleen?
Oh no, I was just getting my book.
Okay. Yeah, get your Course in Miracle books. And we're on lesson 18. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. And let's just spend the remainder of our time together tonight there. And we can pick up with the Kybalion next week. Everybody feeling good about where we are and what's happening here and that tonight? You feel
I am.
relaxed?
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. All
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna
Having,
say, yeah.
all right. Laverne, I didn't quite hear you.
No, I was just gonna say that I feel good about it, but I don't, it's the Kybalion, but it's certainly not anything you can rush through because there's a
Yeah.
lot to try to understand,
Yeah,
Or it could just be
that's,
the way that it was written in 1920. They used a lot of words.
yeah,
Right.
but it's not the first time we've had to encounter substantially different writing styles.
Mhm.
Compare this to Charles Fillmore.
Yes, who also used a lot of words.
Right, right. And so, in order to get through the material of necessity, we've got to see it through the eyes of the writer and whatever pros and cons, that offers. But in any event, as a whole, I hope that these workbook selections, and we'll do a meditation period as we always do. We'll kind of have a nice pace with the Kybalion, and let's just rest our minds a little bit. And we're headed toward that meditative zone to close this out tonight. Let's pick up with Sherilyn White. Do you have your book, Sherilyn?
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
So lesson 18, why don't you
Page
read
29.
that? Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. The idea for today is another step in learning that the thoughts which give rise to what you see are never neutral or unimportant. It also emphasizes the idea that minds are joined, which will be given increasing stress later on. Today's idea does not refer to what you see as much as how you see it. Therefore, the exercise for today, for practice periods, therefore, the exercise for today emphasizes this aspect of your perception. The 3 or 4 practice periods which are recommended should be done as follows. Look about you, selecting subjects for the application of the idea for today as randomly as possible, and keeping your eyes on each one long enough to say, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see whatever. Conclude each practice period by repeating the more general statement, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. A minute or so, or even less, will be sufficient for each practice period.
So we'll do our meditation period with this, but before we do, I'm just wondering what your impressions are of what's being said in this lesson. Hmm?
Well, I'm thinking back to the Kybalion and the fact that, everything is so connected. So I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing.
So that's kind of a constant theme here about thoughts and how they affect what we see. But what's new is how our thoughts affect what other people see. Or is that what this is saying?
It says our minds are joined. So if they're joined, yeah.
All right.
we just,
So
mhm.
let me help. This is a continuation really of lesson 17, isn't it? So the thought is, or the statement is, I see no neutral things. Let's back up one more. Go to 16, because it's a whole series that'll help. 16 says, I have no neutral thoughts, and I see no neutral things. And then 18 says, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. And look at 19. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. So every thought I have and everything I see is alive. It has energy. It influences other people. My energy nudges the universe. Well, how can my little energy nudge the universe?
Because you're one.
You can't understand it. Right, but maybe you don't know how much, but there is a how much. It's so minuscule you can't fathom it, but that doesn't mean it's not true. They say if you throw a pebble in the pond, it affects the ocean. Have you heard that before?
Yes.
Yes.
See, we're all linked together. So nothing you do or say or think doesn't have an effect on the whole universe. That's the power that's trapped here.
Yeah, my mind sometimes goes way out of wacko place. And as we're reading all of this, I'm going, "Oh my God, we're living in Twilight Zone." You know, it has that Twilight Zone. I went, "Oh my God, this is Twilight Zone."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad place to be.
No,
It
no.
helps you put this stuff in perspective, at least. But the benefit is when you know how this works, like if we got a zillion other people to be of the same mind, do you see how big the nudge would be?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about fighting wars, it's about changing minds. Because everything is mental. Everything that has its origin in the power of thinking. As a man thinketh, so is he. How we
So you
doing?
can think.
Yeah,
So you can think through your ego or through your Christ mind.
correct. And that's the only choice you got. But because we're creators, we create all the time. So you don't have any choice over creating. The only choice you have is at what degree. At this level, it'll be hot water. At this level, it'll be cold water. At this level, the glass will be half full. At this level, you can make it half empty. It's how you see it, but who's you? If everyone is one, who is you? So everyone has a little nudge in it, don't they?
Right.
That is a good
Sounds
question.
very democratic. One vote. Comments, my friends.
I'm still pondering that question. Who are you if everyone is one? All right.
Yeah, maybe I'm nobody. Have you heard some of the sages say embrace being nobody? At
What was
any
that?
rate,
What was that little video you showed one time that says, "Who am I?" with the little puppet, the puppet master, the puppet whoever, the puppet. You remember that? You forgot?
vaguely.
Okay.
Just vaguely. Let me put some music on and see if we can touch the zone a little bit before we leave tonight, okay? So is everybody good? All right, are you ready to become a wizard?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Um, who's heard, is it Don Quixote? Have you heard that name?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Don Quixote? I may have this wrong. I'm trying to think of a series of books
There
where
probably was a series.
there was a hero. Maybe it wasn't Don.
I think
At any rate,
he was living in his own world. He had a very vivid imagination, I think.
okay.
Help me out.
Maybe that's not it, but I'll have to research that and get back to you. But let's just ask if there are any closing thoughts tonight, and I'll let you go. I thought we had a good discussion. Certainly thought provoking, isn't it?
Let's see, I have to think about it for quite a while.
Yeah. But just keep in mind that every thought that's being provoked is creating something. Wow.
That's hard to, that's even hard for me to envision.
I know. But it is opening up new vistas.
Yes.
See, like now we're into the headache zone with this. And so you can understand how most of our brothers and sisters aren't ready to hear it. And even when they do, it's a challenge, isn't it?
Yes.
So it would take a miracle to pull this stuff off. That's what you're being recruited in. Aren't you a miracle worker?
No,
So
no.
now we're providing some of the tools to empower you. Some of the things the alchemists, the masters of the Far East, the Yoganandas and yogas and Jesuses, and that's where I think we're working now, you see. So maybe it's all a bunch of bull, but it's certainly it's not your run-of-the-mill stuff, is it? So I hope you're enjoying it overall, and I really appreciate you coming out for ACIM Talks. I'm so long-winded here and everything. We didn't do our family discussion period. I don't want to keep you unless you think you're missing it or something. All right.
I would like to talk to you about another thing that has come up for me that I think might make a study work of it.
Well, then why don't we have a family discussion period? Anyone who wants to stay, stay. And if you gotta go, that's cool. Will that work for everybody?
Yes.
All right. And give me a smile and we'll get off the meeting here. Please. Thank you. Joan, I hope you
Everybody.
feel better real soon.
Yes, take
Okay?
care.
All right.
I do feel better. Thank you.
All right.
Right.
I'll stop recording now. Bye-bye.